YouTube, what up? Well, looking to replace the SnoPower Gen 1 with the SnoPower Gen 2. I gotta find some place that sells these, builds them, and has snow. Well, check this out. I'm over here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Muskegon to be exact, and I think I found the right place. Check out all the trucks, by the way. These guys know a little bit about snow plowing. They've got the back blades, they've got the front blades. Bryson, Rick's son, has about 5 trucks with all the different colored plows. And today, we're gonna be linking up with the whole SnoPower team to make some investments. I'm gonna trade in and trade up on that plow and see what these guys have been cooking, and hopefully get a chance to check out that new V plow that these guys have as well. Real time, it's snowing about 6 to 10 inches over here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It is about 4 degrees on the dash. Real feels about minus like 7, I think I saw. It is 0 degrees here in Michigan for the next 2-3 days. It is really, really cold. So we're living the dream, we're doing the deal. Let's go jump inside, let's go see the whole team. All right, here we go. By the way, fresh 2 inches on the ground for these guys. Look at this. Yeah, I think we came to the right place. We got Bryson pulling on in. Boop. All right. So here's the first one. And then here is the Gen 2. Look at that fresh paint. Looking good. Check that out. Yeah, I got those strongholds.
Yeah.
They were working good.
I'm running those.
Yeah? You like them?
I got them on my plow truck and on the one I just brought out.
Yep.
And I run a lot of salt. I'm heavy all the time. They're great.
They're good.
All the way from Vermont.
All the way from Vermont.
Newest dealer, Adam.
There you go. Shout out to Adam, SnoPower dealer. There you go. They're coming online. We're talking snow tires a second ago. It's icy out, but they were holding up. So there you go. That's the little plug for the Coopers. Rick, by the way, it's my annual visit. How you doing, brother?
Good to see you, man.
So, it's always good seeing you. By the way, these guys, they're like family to me, all right? Like, I'll do anything for Rick and Bryce, and these guys have helped grow my snow business like crazy. I got to come here 6-7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Hurricane days, baby.
The hurricane days. It's been a crazy journey, and these guys being Michigan locals, right? 2 hours down the road, they're family over here. So it's always good to come over here once a year, whether I'm getting my equipment maintained and fixed and cleaned up, just a little polish, or if I'm getting something new. So Rick, I'm gonna give it back to you, brother. What are we looking at today?
Well, last year, 2 years ago, you got the F14 Gen 1.
Yep.
And then we upgraded the cutting edges. So frankly, we want to get you into the Gen 2.
All right.
So there's a lot of changes. I tried to get you into the V, but what'd you say? Rick, I'm sorry. I can't do it because I couldn't do all my commercial lots in time.
Right. That's right.
Am I right?
That's right.
So we wanted to upgrade you into the Gen 2 and get you all the newest and greatest. So many less hoses. Comes off and on so much better. Lifts faster, higher. Just a lot of cool things. As you plow with it, you'll be able to know the difference. You can tell everybody and tell them all the pros and the cons, you know?
I love it. Really quick, before we go too far and we start talking about the Gen 2, which absolutely looks beautiful, talk to me a little bit more. If anybody doesn't know your background, right? SnoPower, the back blade, you guys got the F12, the 14. Like, there's a lot of things going on here than just what meets the eye. So give these guys a little background on yourself, if you don't mind.
Well, you know, back in the day with the hurricane days, that's when you came the first time, when it was just hustle and bustle, and I was able to sell that off, and then we got into the plows, and we had the rear plow, and then we licensed that to Boss 5 years ago, and I think I might just debut it on your channel. I haven't told this out in the wild yet. We officially have the rear plow back.
Okay.
So we're going to call it the R16. It's coming back. We're gonna have the hitches. It should be at SIMA in full force. I'm gonna try and talk you into one.
All right.
We'll see what happens. But the rear plow's coming, and we've just been evolving. The V plow is just amazing. You got 11 foot on the front. It's all of the things that I always wanted to do since I've been plowing since the 80s. That's why I sold Hurricane, so that I could come up with the cool stuff that was in my head in the winter.
Love it.
So.
And you've been plowing snow for a little bit.
In the 80s, 1985.
Wow. I was born in 86.
There we go. I was married in 89, so
jeez, okay.
I'm an old dog.
That's awesome, that's awesome.
We did a lot of cool stuff. With a back blade back in the 80s.
That's crazy, yeah. Well, that's awesome, and that's where you guys kind of made your debut, right, with SnoPower. And then you guys really started building the front blade business. So what are we looking at here with the two setups? So this is the new one. Maybe we'll just take it down memory lane. What's the difference with Gen 1 and Gen 2?
Gen 1, Gen 2, we have a universal headgear now. This is the old, I called it the candy cane, and we had to put the adapters on the headgear, so every truck had to have its own plow. Where now we have the adapter, you're just going to put the Boss adapter right on your truck, and then this new Gen 2 plow will hook to the adapter.
Gotcha.
So if you had a Fisher truck, you could have the adapter. The plow will fit all of them.
Okay.
Where in the past, the plow was retro pretty much to the truck, or Boss Western Fisher. And then we just changed all of the, probably the biggest one you can tell the difference is the
ram.
Yeah, the lift cylinder. We took some of our rear plowisms with the horizontal lift of the cylinder, so that makes it lift higher and faster. And our trip cylinders are different. We went to one great big push cylinder, and there's just so many less hoses. The cylinders here, instead of it being in the middle, they're all the way down on the bottom, like over here. And that's where all the power is, so that made it stronger down there to hold it better. Just bigger cylinders. All the things you learn after you build something to make it better.
There you go, there you go. And then maybe give an overview, if you don't mind. People haven't seen this thing in person. Maybe they're considering one. I'll just jump in for a quick second. I did a review video, a little bit of a debrief last year winter, or maybe the winter before that. Like, where does this fit into your portfolio? I'm a big, staunch fan of V-plows, just because they can windrow, and they can do all the versatility of everything else a normal plow can do. This plow doesn't articulate, so it's a little bit more of like a bush hog kind of a plow.
Yeah, yeah.
And so on like my 1, 2, and 3 acre commercial sites, as long as I didn't have a drag that was super long, I could bush hog the snot out of snow. And Rick, we were doing, as you know, like an acre in 15 minutes, which is insane. Okay, I've got 2 sites back to back. We knock out $600 of revenue in 45 minutes. This plow is awesome. So Rick was trying to hook me up with a V-plower, what's this one called?
The V11.
The V11, and I said no. And he goes, well, why not? I said, because you're not taking this off my truck. I said, if I get another truck, I'll consider another V-plow, of course. But over my dead body, is anybody taking my F14?
Right.
So when you called up and say, hey, we got a new Gen 2, I was like, tell me more. And so it's, again, I think your first plow, and I've said this before, should be a V-plow in some capacity because it's a Swiss Army knife.
Absolutely.
But whether you have your second, third, or fourth truck, then you can start considering, based on your client portfolio, the sites that you're doing, maybe getting an F14. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. The 14 just hogs a bigger parking lot, and it's harder to windrow with it.
Yeah.
It windrows, but
Yes.
It doesn't do a road as nicely. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so take me into a little bit more of the specs. I see we got the 2 big cylinders up there.
those are the trip cylinders.
Here, scoop around over there, that way I can get you in. So what are we looking at here?
We have the trip cylinders here. On the Gen 1, we had hydraulics to it, which it actually tipped the plow and then it sucked in. Well, these do not have hydraulics to it. What happens, you just suck this in here, like yours does, the transport. Instead of it coming straight back, the trip cylinder stays, and then it goes like that, and that's how it trips the plow, or curls the plow. And it just seems to react better when we tore the curb up. I mean, we were just banging on the curb. So we got that, and all the hoses, all these things here, how we're containing the hoses, and there's less of them. We had 2 push cylinders. Now we have just one big one in the center. It's just a more uniform push right on the center, and it's just cleaner and eliminates a lot of hoses. You're gonna love how this comes on and off the truck. We call them, they're not kickstands, they're jack stands, because when they go down, they actually lift it up like a jack.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. What else can I tell you? It's still 8 foot on the center, 3 foot on the wings. The cutting edges actually move down another inch, so you even get even more wear on the wingtips. What else can I tell you?
What's this whole big center box up here? This looks like it's up here now instead of down in the reservoir.
Way more organized. The hoses are on the bottom. On the Gen 1, the hoses are on the top, and it was really tied behind that lift cylinder, and it was hard to get that out. It takes a little bit to get out, where this always comes off, and it works good. And we raised the light even higher. very easy to adjust. We'll probably shoot video. We got these 6" inches of adjustment. So when you're on a truck, if you lift the truck, you can lower these down.
Okay.
And that adjusts everything. Then once you have the angle of the push frame proper, these are the adjustments to change the plow so that when it's down, it's level.
Gotcha.
On a V plow, it's usually wingtips forward or back, and it's just, you never get a perfect mix, where this has total adjustment to get the, between that and the cutting edges moving, you're always touching the ground. That's why it cleans so well.
There you go. There you go. I love it. All right, well, I'm following you. Where are we going next? We taking the old one off?
Yeah, we're Bryson.
We'll show that. Bryson's over here, by the way. While he's finding Bryson, I'll show you guys. Bryson's hobby is, what are these called? Funny cars? I don't know what these are called. They're these are mad scientists over here. Look at it. These are all of his race cars. Snow Raider, but these are his race cars. Absolutely love these guys. These guys are like mad scientists, I call them. So they build all this stuff, and they absolutely know what they're talking about. In fact, not to give a big picture on anything like that, SnoPower, but I just gotta say, my SnoPower about 2 weeks ago was having an issue, and I was kind of freaking out because I couldn't get it to turn on. Long story short, there's just literally a little loose wire in the white connector. But I called these guys up at about 5 in the morning. In Michigan, if I'm plowing snow, they're definitely plowing snow because they get that lake effect, 99 times out of 100. And Bryson picked up, troubleshooted over the phone with me. He didn't know the answer, admittedly, so he got me to their electrician guy, and he's another wizard, right? And he was able to help me get that figured out in a moment's notice. Like, that's good customer service, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? So, absolutely love these guys, absolutely love the product. So here you go.
Yeah, you can back up. Cheater way of doing it.
Oh, that's what I do to get it on and off. Pull up to it, but make sure that those teeth get over the hump.
Yep.
So what are we looking at here, Bryson?
So this is our Gen 2 Boss adapter. So instead of doing the Boss only headgear like we have on our Gen 1s, we made this adapter plate to fit your Boss, Western, Snow X, Fisher, and even Snowway undercarriages on your trucks.
Okay.
So it's very simple to install. Clips right in, and then this will stay on your truck in the winter months when you have your plow off, or you can take it off. It's 30 seconds, you're good, and it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It works great.
And this adapter is for the F14, but this will go on almost any plow mount on the truck.
Yes, yes. So this will work with our V plows, F14, F12, work with all that great stuff.
Gotcha. And so if somebody's hooking up to an F14, Rick, what do they need before they buy one to come on in? Do they go to their local SnoPower dealer? Like explain that process if they want one of these things.
Yeah, that's what's good. Say you have a whole bunch of Boss or Western or Fisher, and you got 10 trucks, and you're like, no way, I don't want to try a SnoPower. I'm not going to change my fleet. All you need to do is just have your undercarriage. If you already have an existing plow truck, we'll hook to a Boss, Western, Fisher, Snowway, Snow X. In your case, you had Boss, so we just put the Boss adapter. If it's a brand new truck, you can pick your choice, Boss, Western, Fisher, Snowway, Snow X. Come in, and then the wiring is identical for all of them. We only have 3 connections. The battery, positive and negative, and then you go in through the cab, then all you need is key on power. The reason being is we use the truck headlights because of the way our plow is, the way it's patented, the way it comes back and everything.
Gotcha.
And you know how it is. You could tell them how when you're driving with your truck with lights.
Yep. The reason I got the nicer trucks, and now even the standard XLs come with the LED lights. Our newest truck has the standard XL LED lights, but I paid good money for these bright lights, and then all the V plows would block them.
Yeah.
But you don't have to with the SnoPower.
Right. It
That's
just
awesome.
works.
Yeah.
And then you don't have all that fancy wiring. The wiring on the headlights is like the worst thing, because is it LED, what year, what brand, and then you got to do the connections, and the trucks now you got to trick them.
Right.
Because they know how much current's supposed to be going through it. So this way it just works.
There you go. So they come in with their to their local dealer with the mounting hardware. If they need it, they can get Boss one, and then they hook up with the SnoPower.
That's correct. Goes right on with the wiring harness that we put. And keep your old wiring harness. You want your V-plow that day, go hook onto your V-plow. You want to go out and just hog it off, hook to your F. If one or the other breaks, you got the backup. It just works.
Love it. Love it. All right, good to know. There you go. Oh, I'm gonna hate to see this plow go. I'll be honest with you. Like, this is one of my favorite plows. I'm loving it, and we definitely put it through the ringer. You guys can see I've hit something along the way, a couple different things along the way, but it's still doing pretty good.
Cutting edge has been holding up good, not freezing and all that with that upgrade?
Admittedly, I haven't had a single issue.
Good.
I think the only thing I did do, and I text Bryson as I smoked my kickstand over there. One of these kickstands, I hit a curb going over an island, and I tripped the plow so bad that it caught the corner, hit the kickstand, and literally ripped grade 8 bolt kickstand right off. Like,
oh yeah, that was hard.
I definitely hit it, so that felt good. And that'll wake you up, right, Rick?
Yeah, right on. Take it though.
That's right. All right, so pulling on up, ready to hook on up. Let's get these teeth here, I'll show you guys. So it's on that jack stand. There you go.
A little bit more. Okay, spot on.
So we're hooking up the connectors. And this is our power, and then
Heavy
our
power in the control wire.
heavy power and the control wire.
Yep.
All right.
Now we're gonna put it in plow mode. Good.
There you go.
All right.
They're up and out of the way,
Yep.
and you're good to go.
That's it. And then every truck's a little different. You had a couple adjustment points, and your dealer can help you out with that, Rick?
Yeah, right. Basically, there's 6 inches of movement here, so the height of your truck, we made the push frame level. And then once we do that, we have to tune the plow on an angle so that the wings hit forward and back properly, and that all happens here. And you got a good adjustment. That's why the cutting edge are always on the ground for the best scrape ever.
There you go. All right, looks good. That's pretty straightforward. And the jack stands, when we put those down, the guys did a demonstration, it'll rotate the plow forward, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how you get off of those teeth.
We can take it off if you want to see. It's like the
Sure.
end of the season.
Let's do that. We'll do it really quick.
And lift it up until you get the right hole. I got to put it in plow mode. And then all we're doing is pulling the pins out. You got yours?
There you go.
There you go.
Other way.
And then over here you'll see how it hits the jack stand. And it just lifts it right off the truck.
No kid. And that's what got us off of those teeth
Yeah.
right down here. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Neck pull away.
All right, that's pretty straightforward. And that's different from the other one. The other one I had to kind of ratchet it up a little bit with the jack.
Yup, because you had the kickstands on the wings.
Oh yeah, right.
And on the wing it just sits stable. That's why we're calling these jack stands, because when they're on an angle and they go up, they literally lift it right off of the hooks.
Which it did. There you go. All right, that's pretty straightforward. Good looking out. All right, well, let's load it back on, and then I think we're going to lunch and we're hitting the road. There you go. Just kind of snugged right on in there. You guys saw the teeth. Rick's gonna grab the door. We're backing this thing up. Hey, Adam, really quick, impromptu.
Hold on, guys.
You're coming online as a new SnoPower dealer. Rick didn't ask me to do this, 100%. But let me ask you this: why are you picking up SnoPower when you got so many other brands as options out there? And you're in Vermont.
We're in Vermont.
Vermont.
we had a dealer there in Vermont. Wasn't able to have a great location to be able to sell. And Rick had some plows out there, and I was looking at one to do a little bit of commercial plowing. And we started talking, and Rick said to me, you know, we could use a dealer out there that has a place to hold some plows on the ground, so we can get a little bit more view of the blade in Vermont and get the word out there what we're doing. You know, the blade is moving a lot of snow. The commercial guys out our way are using loaders. Everybody knows the loaders only got certain speed going down the road, so we're hoping to get them out so guys can get their job done a little quicker. Time is money, and we're all out there to make some money, so we're gonna try it.
Good answer. There you go. All right, awesome. Rick, always looking for more SnoPower dealers?
Oh yeah, we're looking. They got to be good guys though. Adam's a good guy. He's all in on it. And I don't like a dealer that has 10 different things, because then they push it to different, you know, they got to be all SnoPower. I'm pretty fussy.
Yeah. Well, I think most of us are all pretty fussy if you're in this line of work. So are our customers, so are we, but we all have high standards, amen. All right, well, I think this is it for this. Rick's gonna load it up, back it out, give him the honors of taking it out the bay. Plus, I don't want to smash any of his doors. I already smashed one of my doors. I don't know if you saw that on Instagram the other day. So I'm gonna let him take it out of his garage door. Oh man, that's good stuff. And we're gonna be hitting on the road. So there you go, guys. Check out the SnoPower. I'll leave links in the description for their website. And again, if you guys got the right sites, commercial 1, 2, 3 acres, you got a good 350 and above to put this thing on. It's a heavy plow. It's about 1,200 pounds. Check it out. I think you guys will really enjoy it. And pretty much what I'm gonna leave you guys today. No hard sell, no pitch, but I'm in love, and it's been a great setup for us. All right, over and out, guys. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. We will catch up with all you guys here on the next one.